Welcome to our VirtuaLaw legal analysis series. In today's episode, we will discuss the case of TOV, Videogram Regulatory Board, GR No. L-75697. This landmark case was decided by the Supreme Court of the Philippines on June 19, 1987. Let's dive right into it. Facts. Valentin T.O., who was doing business under the name and style of OMI Enterprises, filed a petition challenging the constitutionality of Presidential Decree No. 1987, PD 1987, which created the Videogram Regulatory Board and imposed a tax of 30% on the gross receipts of videogram operators. T.O. argued that the tax provision in PD 1987 was unconstitutional because it was a rider, it was harsh and confiscatory, and it was an undue delegation of legislative power. Issue: whether or not the tax provision in PD 1987 is constitutional. Ruling: the Supreme Court upheld the constitutionality of the tax provision in PD 1987. The court found that the tax provision was not a rider, as it was germane to the subject matter of the decree. The decree was designed to regulate the videogram industry, and the tax provision was a necessary means to achieve that goal. The court also found that the tax was not harsh or confiscatory. The rate of 30% was not excessive, and it was comparable to the rates of tax imposed on other businesses. Finally, the court found that the decree did not constitute an undue delegation of legislative power. The president was given broad powers to regulate the videogram industry, but he was still subject to the limitations of the Constitution. Significance: the T.O. case is an important precedent on the constitutionality of taxes imposed by presidential decrees. The court's ruling in this case confirmed that the president has the power to impose taxes, but that this power is not unlimited. The president must still act within the bounds of the Constitution. The T.O. case also established that the rate of tax is a matter that is ultimately left to the discretion of the legislature. The court will not interfere with the legislature's decision on the rate of tax, unless the rate is clearly excessive or confiscatory. That's all for this episode. Stay tuned for more legal insights in our future episode. Remember, understanding landmark case helps us comprehend the intricacies of our legal system. See you next time. Like and subscribe.